started. It's time to stay awake, not woke. And who is woke today? Rock legend Bruce Springsteen. He's bringing his politically charged Land of Hopes and Dreams tour to Cleveland this week with No Kings messaging and recent criticism of President Trump's immigration policies. The 76-year-old rocker has called Trump a, quote, wannabe king, leading a, quote, rogue government, language featured in the tour's promotion. Springsteen has a long history of political activism, including campaigning for John Kerry in 2004, but his latest anti-Trump message is again sparking debate over whether fans come to his shows for rock and roll or for political commentary. Joining us now to discuss is Barry Morgenstein. Barry, thank you so much for being with us on the show this morning. You rock. I'm so excited about your new book. We're going to talk about that in just a moment. But you are someone who has photographed every rock star imaginable. So I want to get your opinion of Springsteen's recent antics.
Well, I'll start off by saying that Bruce Springsteen is not in rock and soul. So, yeah, not a fan. Luckily, I've never been a big fan of Bruce, and so I'm not missing. I don't have to stop listening to his music. Obviously, I don't agree with anything he says. I don't think he's that bright. He doesn't know what he's talking about. Just, sing your songs.
Of course.
Don't alienate half your audience, which, I'm guessing a lot of the kids who grew up in the 70s, 80s are not agreeing with a lot of his statements. So, I know he doesn't have to worry. I guess he's got enough money, but still, it's just, stop it already.
That seems to be the general consensus among the fans. Stick to the music, stick to the rock and roll. And that is what your book is doing, rock and soul. I can't wait to hear more about this. You have photographed, like I said, every rock star out there. This was so cool. And reading a little bit more about you, Barry, we actually have something in common. When I was younger, I wanted to be Jimmy Page too. So tell me about your book, and tell me what is featured in it.
Well, we definitely both can't be Jimmy Page. So. Yeah, so I started off as a guitar player, and yeah, like I said in the book, I wanted to be Jimmy Page, and the job was already taken, so I figured I'd just pick up a camera, and also realizing I did not have the talent to be a musician, so I started photographing my friends who were all musicians, and I kind of learned my craft, got a job as an assistant to a big rock and roll photographer, went on my own, started shooting concerts for rock and roll magazines, and after all these years, people kept saying to me, my wife said, you got to do a book. It's your legacy. You have to get this in a coffee table book. And we did it. We found Ballast Books, great publishing company. And we did it. It came out in November, and it's been a top seller on Amazon. And people are really loving it. And it's got more than rock and roll. It's got blues. It's got country. It's got reggae, folk, pop, jazz.
Wow.
So I think people, if you like photography, if you like all kinds of music, you'll love the book. So
it's an absolutely beautiful collection. With only 30 seconds left with you here, I have to ask, who do you think had the most soul? Who was the coolest on stage, the best person that you photographed in your book?
I don't know if it's one of the best. If I have to say the most soul, was maybe Stevie Ray Vaughan, because he was a great bluesman, and blues always has the most soul. So maybe Stevie Ray Vaughan, B.B. King. As far as soul goes, other great artists were Chuck Berry, Paul McCartney. The Stones. So it's hard to pick one.
Wow, the Stones. I think that's my favorite. So much rock and roll for a Friday here. This is great. Barry Morgenstein, thanks for waking up early with us. We so appreciate you being on the show.
Thanks for having me.